Hey everybody, it is June 29th, I think. You know what, the days all run together. Let's do a quick little garden tour. It's an overcast Sunday morning and the pea blossoms are blooming. Got some purple hull cowpeas growing right here with some cherry tomatoes. Look at that fruit set, huh? Well, that's nice. Herb garden has cilantro that's gone to seed, oregano that's gone to seed, basil that's barely moved in a month and a half, and a rosemary plant which gets to hang out year round. Told myself I was going to plant fewer tomatoes this year. Well, yeah, I lied. These are my Roma tomatoes, which I used to make tomato sauce. They've already set fruit and seem to be doing okay. I always have really bad problems with blossom end rot, and that got just about all of my crop last year. Like I said, I was going to do less. This started out as green beans, but the green beans didn't germinate, so guess what? Got more tomatoes. Another change this year, I used one of my raised beds for cutting flowers. These are zinnias and they have done amazingly well. Also some cosmos. The pollinators love all this stuff. This is squash. You can tell by the blossoms back in there. Got some squash growing. I've already eaten some. This is actually 4 plants all right together. Kind of wish I had spaced them out a little bit better, but they're growing up instead of on top of each other, which is kind of neat. Other big story in the garden is all of the wood chips. Got a whole mess of wood chips and created a bunch of new gardening areas. This is all going to be a landscape bed. Moved my camellias from the back of the deck back to back here. This is a much better location and they are thriving, doing really well. They were getting way too much water the way it runs off the deck there. So let's check out some perennials. Coneflowers look good. The Stokes aster bloomed the other day and it's looking real good. Pollinators love it. Oh, free guy Japanese maples are hanging in back there. My rudbeckia is about hip high and gonna go crazy. This is some free creeping Jenny that I got from a neighbor, which is doing well. My poor little rosemary topiary has seen better days, but it's got a little bit of new growth up here. Hopefully it'll bounce back. A little Gem magnolia is doing great this year. Looks like it's added about 9-10 inches of growth. It's already flowered for the spring and it did really well. Some more free plants back here. This is rudbeckia that I got from a neighbor, as is that over there. Get on Facebook, you guys. Get you some free plants. Your neighbors want to give them up. This is a panicle hydrangea, which is very close to getting some flowers on it. That's going to be cool when it does. And speaking of hydrangeas, oak leaf hydrangeas have put on a show this year. This one's already turned a really nice shade of pink as it dries out. A couple back here are just trending towards pink. They had a lot of good growth and actually flopped over because they were so big at one point. So I'm gonna have to give those a good trim. But really happy with my oak leaf hydrangeas. Got some flowers on the hostas, which is kind of neat. Little fern heading back there. All right, let's see what else we got. Got some kids' toys, can't avoid those. This is dianthus. If you're like me and you were ignorant about dianthus, you didn't know that it has this big tall form. I was surprised to see that. And these are begonias that we got a couple of weeks ago and put in for some fill. And speaking of hostas, these are the free hostas that I got last year from a neighbor who is trying to get rid of them. They have come back, they have come in, obviously they have flowered, they've grown a beach ball, and life is good for the hostas. Again, you can see all the mulch that I spread down. It is just about everywhere. It's over there behind the sandbox, it's hanging out behind the grill, it's in with the crepe myrtles, which, if you're like me, your crepe myrtles look pretty crappy. Sad for that. And it goes all the way around. So many wood chips, but really glad to have it. All right, that's our tour for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.